Picture this. You hang your queen on move 8 in front of 20,000 Twitch spectators, feel your stomach drop through the chair, and before chat can even finish typing F, flip to a side monitor, fire up Stockfish, and start playing like a silicon god. 26 engine-perfect moves later, you've stolen the win, a spot in the 100K PogChamps 6 bracket, and as we now know, your own reputation. If you haven't kept up since Moist 6 move demolition of XQC back in 2020, here's the quick rewind. Chess.com's influencer circus pair streamers, athletes, and YouTubers for 4 days of rapid games, memes, and the occasional ego meltdown. The 6th edition, which wrapped on May 2nd, crowned Crystal Palace midfielder Eberechi Ease, a 20,000 champion, after he steamrolled the playoff bracket without dropping a single rapid game, a story British outlets called Ease Does It. In Group B, Pokemon World Champ turned creator Wolf Glick walked in with a respectable 1,300 rapid rating. Opposite him sat DrLupo, famous for Fortnite charity marathons, and ranked just over 650. Their first encounter looked exactly like the ELO mismatch you'd expect, until it didn't. Lupo blundered his queen, a mistake so large Grandmasters usually resign on principle, then rattled off a spotless sequence featuring a rook lift sacrifice most 2,000 rated grinders would miss on a good day. When the smoke cleared, Wolf's king lay mated in the corner and Twitch chat exploded. Grandmaster Andrew Penguin won. Tang tweeted the verdict, "Chess players know what you did. It's obvious." Why so obvious? Because your phone is stronger than Magnus Carlsen. The world champion has said on multiple podcasts he'd get wiped off the board by a modern mobile engine. An iPhone running Stockfish 16 hums along at roughly 3,400 strength. Carlsen peaks below 2,850. Plug in the opponent's moves and win with ease. That temptation has spawned an arms race. Chess.com's Fair Play division closes more than 800 engine-assisted accounts every single day. A tiny slice of the site's 70,000 daily signups, but still a staggering volume of fraud cases. To catch them, the site leans on the math of Dr. Ken Reagan, the University at Buffalo professor nicknamed the Chess Detective. His model converts every player's moves into an intrinsic performance rating, then uses ZID scores to ask, how likely is this guy's accuracy if he's really a 650? Anything that registers 4 standard deviations above expectation, roughly a 1 in 30,000 event, according to Regan's own 2024 lecture slides, sets off the klaxons, exactly those klaxons blared after Lupo's miracle win. Hours later, Chess.com booted him for a fair play violation, quietly replaced him in the bracket, and let the internet connect the dots. Lupo's first response on X sounded almost believable. He'd had the broadcast open, chat spoiled a move or two, honest mistake, sorry. Reddit timed his inputs and noticed his best move streak arrived faster than Twitch chat's latency window. Nobody could physically type that fast. 24 hours later, voice wobbling on stream, he finally dropped the facade. Using an engine to fix my own fragility is pathetic, he told viewers. Now, before we throw him in the stocks forever, it's worth asking why a seasoned creator would gamble everything on a cheat. Lupo said the quiet part out loud. Ego. Chess looks like an IQ test, and the humiliation of losing badly on camera to someone half your elo can feel existential. That spike of panic is the same one League legend Tyler 1 felt during PogChamps 5. He responded by slamming out nearly 6,000 games, rocketing from 600 to flirting with 2,000 in under 2 years. The grind is excruciating, but it works. Statistically, Lupo is an outlier, not an epidemic. A Wall Street Journal study found that 62% of tournaments had at least one suspected cheater, yet the share of total games affected sat below 2%. In other words, most players stay clean, but every sensational bust feeds community paranoia. The Hans Niemann saga did exactly that in 2022. Carlsen's public accusations and the resulting $100 million defamation suit turned cheat detection into mainstream dinner table talk. Reagan's model survived that trial by fire, but even he admits statistical evidence alone can't cover every edge case. Camera angles, screen mirrors, and hand checks still matter. Those extra measures shape PogChamps itself. Players must keep a full-face webcam rolling, share screen mirrors, and perform a 360-degree desk sweep during playoff rounds. Still, the detection system flagged Lupo before round 3. The organizers moved on, and the tournament produced its feel-good ending. Eza's flawless run, a jubilant chessboard dab celebration that British tabloids said was more animated than most of his Premier League goals. Meanwhile, Wolf Glick stayed classy. In his post-game video, he shook his head, smiled, and said, "Well played, man. On to the next one," before diving into prep for the semifinals. Friends of Wolf know that's par for the course. The guy once lost a Pokemon World Championship final and still thanked every judge by name. His composure may be the cleanest rebuttal to ego tilt you'll ever see. So what now for DrLupo? Chess.com bans are permanent, but YouTube careers aren't. He's restarted therapy, his words, and told sponsors he'll publish all future sessions for transparency. Redemption arcs and content creation are cheaper than a Netflix subscription if you show genuine change. The public eye loves a comeback almost as much as it loves the fall. Just ask Fortnite pro Zate, who got caught stream sniping in 2019, apologized, and today coaches beginners on ethical gameplay. What about the game itself? Every high-profile bust feeds a feedback loop. Anti-cheat models learn a new pattern, moderators tweak thresholds, and viewers develop fresh street smarts. Head snaps to a side monitor, instant best moves under time pressure, improbable accuracy over small sample sizes. Once you've seen the signs, you can't unsee them. The board becomes a little safer for the next guy who just wants an honest fight over 64 squares. And that loops back to you. The Stockfish tab is 2 clicks away. The Rocky-style grind is 2,000 games away. If nobody were watching, which route would you take? Drop your answer below. Your comment might nudge someone else toward the honest climb. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hammer that subscribe button for more.